Hello and welcome to Media Maniacs. I'm Russell Courier.
And I'm Ash Point. Hi guys!
And I'm Kurt Graham.
We review everything.
And we're
Just crazy enough to do it.
Yes, we are. And we're going to get into a topic of our favorite childhood movies. And I know I have a few in my mind that come to mind, but I want to hear what your guys' childhood movies are. Like, Kurt, name off a couple.
Kurt Russell in Strongest Man in the World.
I think I've seen it. Was that an old Disney movie or something?
Disney movie. He was really young at that time. I think it was right after he did Gilligan's Island as Jungle Boy.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was in Gilligan's Island. Kurt Russell was in Gilligan's Island?
He was a guest star. He showed up on the island as Jungle Boy. He's probably 14 at the time.
I'm gonna be honest, I've only watched a couple episodes of Gilligan's Island because my dad would watch it in the morning before I came to work.
I used to watch a little bit, but I missed that episode. That would have been. I would have loved to have seen that episode. I only knew of one other movie that Kurt Russell did was the Computer Wore Tennis Shoes or something like that. It was an old.
Oh, I remember that one.
There was a '90s version. There was one from the '60s though too.
Yeah, I think I watched the '60s one in black and white. That was awesome. I loved it.
And then he was in like what, Captain Jack or something like that?
I don't know. I'd have to. As far as my knowledge of Kurt Russell goes back to is like The Thing. That's about it. But that's one of your ones. What was it again? I'm sorry, I forgot already. The one Kurt Russell movie that was one of your
Strongest Man in the World.
Strongest Man in the World.
Okay.
That'd be Disney.
All right. So what's the premise behind the movie though? Like, give us a little plot to the movie.
Somehow he gets where he's got these special powers and he's able to lift weights and stuff and he amazes everyone and just the typical Disney movie.
Magical thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did Disney do Angels in the Outfield?
You're asking me a hard question here. I don't know if it was Disney, but it'll be right here. I know for that. I know it'll be right here.
There's another one where the kid breaks his arm and he becomes like the fastest pitcher. I don't know if that's a Disney movie or not.
that is a Disney movie.
It's like a common thing where kids get special abilities or powers.
It's called Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, Rookie of the Year.
That was one that I remember watching a lot of. That was a funny one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's Disney.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to kids movies for me, Disney movies come to mind, but Disney.
We grew up on Disney.
Yeah, Disney kids.
Everyone did.
Yeah, exactly. Disney's been around for how many years now?
1,000.
Yeah, probably. So for me, Hercules was the one that kind of stood out for me.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, the cartoon Hercules, and that kind of started my love for Greek mythology too. So
me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome? And do you love how inaccurate it is from the Greek mythology?
I know, it's so inaccurate.
Oh yeah, it's just seeing Hera and Zeus's kid. No, Zeus liked to go get around a little. I just love those.
Zeus was a player.
And they had little references to things in there. I love that movie. It was one that was always comical for me growing up, and it was probably one of the 5 I used to watch like religiously all the time.
And it was amazing between how Hades was supposed to be and how he turned out, just because.
James Woods doing the character though was perfect.
Yeah, it was because of how he portrayed the character during his audition that he was changed to that style.
Oh really?
Instead, like he was supposed to be
more animated and kind of on the cool kind of side, and not so evil and demon-like kind of.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like, this is the way I want to play him, and they changed it for him because it worked.
That's cool. I've heard of that's one of those times when they'll change a whole character just because of the one actor. Mm-hmm. One comes to mind is the original person who played Marty McFly was originally the guy who was in Mask. I can't remember his name. Jamie would know. I can't remember. You know who I'm talking about, right, Kurt? The Mask movie with Cher.
I just remember the guy's name in real life was Rocky Dennis, was it?
No, the kid, yeah, the kid. Rocky, yeah, but the actor who played him.
Yeah, no idea.
No idea. Yeah, once again, be up there. But yeah, he played more of a serious role of Marty McFly, and then they ended up cutting him out of the film and getting Michael J. Fox.
So, good choice.
Yeah,
it was a good series.
So yeah, sometimes they'll with a new actor they'll change the character, or he'll change it themselves. So that was really that's with James Woods coming in to do Hades, who I thought was probably the funniest character in that movie.
It was.
Yeah. So what's some other kid movies that come to mind though?
My favorite childhood movie, I wore this tape out. I still have it, and I curse myself because I no longer have a tape player, so I can't watch it, is Muppet Treasure Island.
I have a VHS of it, so if you ever want to watch it, hit me up.
Come on. Tim Curry. Whenever he plays the villain, it's so good.
Tim Curry is always great at playing a villain.
And he sings.
That's one thing you don't see. You don't, besides like Rocky Horror Picture Show. I don't think he's done any singing since
Yeah, it was just
then.
like, that was the first time I had ever heard him sing.
And I recall seeing that as a kid too, and I never had a VHS for it. And that was one I wanted to watch all the time because Tim Curry was great.
Yeah.
And I guess I also like the Treasure Island, story. I guess I had a little book of that when I was a kid. And so it's just seeing the twists that they did, the Muppet twist that they always do.
My favorite line is, "How does she do that?"
How does she bloody do that?
Right? Because Miss Beveridge, instead of his mom owning the inn, he's an orphan, and Miss Beveridge is the one who owns the inn, and she has this uncanny ability to know exactly what people are doing. And that's kind of the thing that for the first couple minutes of the movie is they all like, how does she do that?
And did you know who the one guy who said, how does she bloody do that? You know who that was? Bill Connolly.
Really?
Yeah. Famous comedian, actor, Bill Connolly.
He played Billy Bones?
Pretty sure. He was the one who had the map that died.
He played Billy Bones and...
Scottish comedian?
Yes.
Billy Connolly?
Yeah. That was the only kid movie I've ever seen him in, I think.
And when his character dies, they're like, he died, and this is a kids movie. They broke the fourth wall.
That was one thing I never even thought of. They did kind of break the fourth wall back then, didn't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, interesting. So what other kids movies? I know for me, Power Rangers. The Power Rangers movie was like one of those ones. Like I wore that one out a lot.
Which one?
The original.
Okay.
The one with Jason David Frank as the White Ranger, not the Red Ranger.
Okay.
That one. I grew up on that. That was like, I had all the toys and all that as a kid. And
Christmas ornaments.
yeah, I never even got Christmas ornaments. You one-up me there. But yeah, that was one that was, I would come home, watch it, and then go back, watch it again, watch it again, watch it again. That was like, as a kid, you fall in love with a movie and it's yours forever. And it's just
Muppet Treasure Island.
It's one of those ones that you don't get tired of watching millions and millions of times. Any movies like that come to mind when you were a kid? Like, well, I know back then, no offense, there was no VHS back then, probably when you were younger, so you didn't have a tape to put in all the time, or Baymax probably, did you?
No, our parents gave us a stick and told us to go out in the yard and play with it.
I'm sorry.
How old do you think he is?
I don't mean to make it. Well, I just hear my dad talking like back when he was younger. Is like, oh, my first toy was a stick with a nail in it. So I don't mean to make you feel bad. Kurt.
I remember when we got color TV, and that was a big deal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's. I was very young at the time. Let's say that.
Okay. What do you remember watching though?
I'd say, to be honest with you, probably Sound of Music or Wizard of Oz were the two that, you always knew they were going to come on at least once a year, and you couldn't wait, and you've already seen them a bunch of times.
Yeah.
But they were family, wholesome movies that everyone could get into, no adult situations or language, anything like that. And that's what was cool about those. The Power Rangers and the other ones, that all came after like the late 70s, early 80s, because they found out that if you had a successful TV show or a successful movie, you could make lots of money to the kids because of the paraphernalia you could sell.
Yeah, the toys you could sell. Yeah.
Right.
Merchandising.
So that's where they got me, all the toys and everything. So that's kind of going to wrap it up for our segment here. But good topic, and when we come back, we're going to talk about family generations in acting. So don't go away.
Have you ever found an old diary? Started wondering about your family history? Questions? Wished you could pick up the phone? Thought of the smiles, the hugs. Wondered about his life, what he saw, people he knew, where he lived. So do we.
Hello and welcome back to Media Maniacs. I'm Russell Courier.
And I'm Ash Point. Hi, guys.
And I'm Kurt Graham.
We review everything.
And we're
Here till they turn the lights off.
You throw us with a curveball there.
That's right.
That was funny. Yeah, we're here till then. I wonder if they're going to do that, just kill the lights just to make us...
One of these days that will come in, the
Yeah.
doors are going to be locked.
Yeah.
key no
out of a
longer
job.
works.
Yeah, change the locks and everything. It's like, you're gone. Bye. Your
I'll
show's
be
canceled.
signing for food on the side of M24.
Will work for media passes. That's what I'll...
There you go.
So what we're going to get into now is generations in acting. So there's so many acting families out there that kind of are in the spotlight, but there's some that people kind of look over and like not know when looking at like an actor and realize, oh, that's so-and-so's son or something like that. So I kind of want to take this time to go through and see who are some like famous legacies that kind of come to mind. You know, for me, Tom Hanks' son, Colin Hanks. Not many people know of him. He was in the movie Orange County and worked with Jack Black. Yeah.
I didn't know he had a son.
Yeah, Colin. He looks just like him almost.
I should know that too. He's my third cousin.
What? Okay then.
Third
Wait,
cousin twice removed.
wait, you're not actually related to Tom Hanks.
The Hanks family is related to the Collar family, which is my mom's side of the family.
No way.
At least that's what I've been told.
Oh, well, hopefully it holds truth to it. That would be interesting. Oh, anyway.
Parents told me, don't quote me on that. It'd just be really cool if it did.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, parents can stretch the truth about certain things. I remember hearing a couple stories from my dad that I don't know are 100% true. So, but that would be really interesting that you're actually related to Tom Hanks. But who's some generations that come to mind to you guys? Like some...
Oh, for me, the Sheen family.
Sheens.
There were also originally the Estevez family.
Yeah, not many people know that.
Yeah. Martin Sheen, who was actually born Ramon Gerardo, Gerardo Antonio Estevez.
And then
His brother, Joe Estevez.
I'm pretty sure Charlie's real name is Carlos.
Yeah, his name was his birth name is Carlos Estevez. And then there's Emilio Estevez. Ramon Jr., who co-produced Anger Management with Charlie.
Oh.
And then there's Renee Estevez, who had guest spots on The West Wing, was a professional golfer, and was a chef in New York.
Gee, I thought the family just ended with... I didn't know there was more family other than like Charlie and Emilio.
Yeah, Ramon Jr. did some acting, but he kind of stepped out of the limelight and just decided to do behind the camera.
Oh, interesting.
Same thing with Renee.
Yeah, some people just, you know, aren't comfortable in front of the camera and they feel more comfortable behind doing stuff, you know.
Is it true that Emilio Estevez is or was married to Paula Abdul?
I don't know. Do you know, Kurt?
No idea.
No idea? Okay.
I heard that they were married or are married or were married at some point.
You're going to be spreading rumors here, you know.
Wait, it's going to show up here on the screen.
Okay. And we'll have a freeze frame there too. No.
That's the best part of the whole show right there.
That's going to be our end credits thing. That's going to be the picture in the end credits from now on, just us. No. What's some acting families that come to mind for you, Kurt, though?
I've actually got three, and they're all old school. The Horowitz brothers, which is the Three Stooges.
Oh, yeah.
Three of them were actually brothers, of course, Mo, Shemp, and Curly. Curly was named Jerome. And there's the Marx brothers. There was 5 of them total. Usually it was only 3 of them in the movies. It was Groucho, Harpo, and Chico.
Okay.
But there was 2 other ones that appeared in some of the other movies. And you talk about some people that stretched the double entendre and pushed the censors back in the day. Groucho just had a way of doing it and made people laugh and got away with it.
I need to watch more Marx Brothers, but yeah, I can agree. There's one thing I saw, and I think it was Groucho. He's like, I can imagine you bending over the stove or something like that, but I can't see the stove. Yeah, something like that.
Were those their real names?
Was it their real names? Mark's? Groucho?
Well, that wasn't his real name, Groucho, Harpo, and Chico.
Oh, yeah. That'd be some evil parents to be naming their kids like that.
I was going to say.
Nowadays, kids are named after fruit, so.
Yeah, we have Apple, Paltrow, and...
Blanket.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird names out there, so we would,
Honest
just assume.
question.
Yeah.
Let's bring it into something more contemporary, though. What about the Wayans brothers? I always wondered what it would be like to sit down at Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner when you got Keaton Ivory Wayans, you got Damon Wayans, you got Kim Wayans. All the Wayans brothers and sisters are sitting there at the dinner table. What in the world do you talk about?
Oh, God. That would be the craziest Thanksgiving dinner ever. And on top of that, Damon Wayans actually has a son that's in acting too. There's one cop movie where the one guy and his friend were dressed up as cops on Halloween, pretending
Let's
to be
Be Cops.
Yeah, that's the movie. And that was I'm pretty sure that was Damon Wayans' son in there. I could
That guy?
Yeah, you could just look at him. He looks like the guy from My Wife and Kids.
Yeah.
But no, since you brought that up, I could imagine that would be like Meet the Clumps almost, or something like that.
Pretty much.
Yeah. That would be hilarious. They should just televise that and just put it on Thanksgiving.
What did a lot of the other Wayne siblings do?
Most of them are actors and comedians.
They started out on Living Color with Keenan Ivory Wayans. That was his brainchild. And so he got all of his little brothers all involved with that, and Kim Wayans was on that for a while.
So kind of like the Jackson 5? Kind of? Except for actors?
Yeah, I guess you could say like the Jackson 5. The Jackson 5, yeah, I don't know.
The way I kind of label in Living Color. Oh wait, you're talking about the show in Living Color, how you're labeling, like kind of describing.
Like how they all started off together and then
Oh yeah,
It
yeah.
went
The Jackson
solo
5.
after that.
Yeah. The Jackson 5 would probably
yeah,
be
because
good.
like they all start off together on the limelight at once, and then it's kind of just.
And they spread out, kind of like SNL. They get all there at once. That's kind of the closest thing I can relate.
But they all, in some way or another, all pretty much got their own TV shows as spin-offs from that. What were the two that had the spin-off of their own, where they ran a newspaper stand in like a bus terminal? And they had the guy from their one movie that was in it. The two brothers were in Little Man.
Oh, I don't recall. I don't know. I didn't watch much of like that type of TV, I guess. Like that was like kind of late 80s, right? That was like
Right.
So that was kind of a little before my time, even though I kind of go back and other things. But we're gonna have it up here again. We're gonna
Right.
have like a little.
The two Wayans brothers that appeared in Little Man were and
this is the best part of the show.
and that just works out. If we don't have an answer, we're going to give you one to figure out on your own.
Answer now.
We're just too lazy to fact check. I think that's the reason.
That's it. This show is based upon absolutely nothing.
Just like Seinfeld, yeah.
Exactly.
But back on the topic of, I tried finding some people that like generations, like recent, like people from like shows that we watch nowadays, and there's not many at all. Like there's only one person that kind of relates, and that's Emma Roberts, Julia Roberts' niece.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
different.
She was in the movie We're the Millers, and that's about the closest thing I've seen to like anyone recently.
I think she's also doing TV now, Scream Queens.
Oh yeah, she's on there too. Yeah.
The only other one, and this goes back quite a few generations, quite a few years, but she's current, and that's Drew Barrymore.
Oh yeah. She had an crazy acting film.
From John Barrymore and Lionel Barrymore. You're talking people from the silent era that are her relatives, and she just carried on the tradition.
Oh, I didn't know that it went all the way back to the silent film era.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like a legacy, kind of.
Yeah, that's a legacy right there.
Right.
Well, that's going to wrap up our segment here, and when we come back, we're going to be doing our Thanksgiving review, so don't go away. There's a lot of history to Oxford. Hidden around every corner, deep in every crack, and sometimes right in front of you, waiting to be discovered. If you just dig a little,
you'll find the great history of our beautiful town. Welcome to historic Oxford.
Canine Stray Rescue is Oxford's own local dog rescue. Each year they take in hundreds of dogs and bring them into suitable homes. A certified nonprofit organization, Canine Dog Rescue strives to give pound dogs a new leash on life. To donate, adopt, or even volunteer, call them at 248-628-0435 or go to their website, dogsaver.org, and click on the Canine Stray Rescue League link.
Hello and welcome back to Media Maniacs. I'm Russell Courier.
And I'm Ash Point. Hi, guys.
And I'm Kurt Graham.
We review everything.
And we're
Just crazy enough to do it.
Yes,
you thought I was
we-
going to say something else, huh?
I was waiting for you to just say we're here.
still here.
Yeah,
The
we're
lights
still
haven't been turned off yet.
Yeah, true. So yeah, we're in the clear now. So we're gonna get into our Thanksgiving movie review. So this is like a segment where we're talking about movies that we watch around Thanksgiving, kind of give us that feel of like family togetherness and stuff. And so we did it this way, a different way. We each have a movie to talk about. Instead of all of us reviewing one movie, we're all reviewing our own. So I thought this might be a little twist on this whole thing. So I'll let ladies first. Ashley.
All right. Mine is actually a Thanksgiving movie.
Oh.
It's more like an animated special. It's the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special.
Oh, that's
the one from
a nice one.
1973 that won an Emmy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I love it because it reminds me so much of my friends and family, especially Patty. She's one of my friend's exact personalities. Very pushy, will invite herself to stuff. And this year we're actually doing a kind of a Charlie Brown thing. We're doing a Friendsgiving.
Oh, okay. I went to one of those over the weekend.
We're doing that, and I also go to my grandparents every year for Thanksgiving. So this was like literally my Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So you relate to it basically.
Yeah, and I like about this is the controversy that was involved in making this, especially during the actual Thanksgiving dinner. The creator of the Peanuts didn't like parts of this movie because he was like, I don't think Woodstock should be eating turkey.
Yeah, a bird eating poultry, that's kind of cannibalist.
Yeah, he brought it up to everyone, and he was immediately outvoted.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, oh, it was kept.
Charles Schultz was outvoted.
Yep.
The guy who created it all?
Yep.
Really?
And it was special because it was the last time Robin Cohn, Christopher, I think it's DeFrance, and Hillary Maubringer were voicing their characters, Lucy, Peppermint Patty, and Sally.
It was the last time those voice actors did that?
Mm-hmm. And it was Tom Barbie's first special as Charlie Brown.
Oh.
And he couldn't do the signature yell
Oh,
with the
he
football. They had done 25 takes. And they're like, okay, we'll have someone else do it. And he didn't know who actually got to do it. Like, it's probably an older kid or an adult who did the actual scream. So if you listen carefully, I think you can tell the difference.
It's kind of like the one thing that comes to mind, like the Wilhelm scream. You can kind of point it out. You can kind of hear, like, that's Charlie Brown, that's not Charlie Brown, that's not the original, or something like that. I'll have to look into that now that you say that. The movie I picked was actually a TBS, straight-to-TV movie that came out on DVD, but it's actually a National Lampoon's movie, Holiday Reunion. Have you guys heard of it?
No.
It's got Judge Reinhold and Bryan Cranston.
Okay, I could see that.
This movie almost reminds me of like the Cousin Eddie to Clark Griswold kind of like back and forth between these two characters. Judge Reinhold plays this one, I think anesthesiologist, and he's like not happy with his family and all this stuff. They're all spoiled, and then he gets a letter from his cousin Woodrow, his long lost cousin Woodrow Snyder. Wow, my brain today. He reaches out to him and says, I haven't seen you since that one reunion when we were kids at Thanksgiving, so why don't you come out and bring your family out this way? Turns out Bryan Cranston's Woodrow is like an unemployed guy. He's kind of an inventor. He's a hippie. He's got long dreads. his family's just crazy. And so the family at first, when they get there, like, let's get out of here, back away slowly, let's go. But it just shows how they come together well, and like this family togetherness movie, you know, family reunion. But it was so funny. It just has so many aspects of like a National Lampoon movie. It just feels right to watch every year.
Isn't the backing out of the room slowly usually what happens when a long time family reunion? You're just like, I don't know these people anymore. Bye.
I think we've all been there at some point. Yeah.
If you don't move, they can't see you. And then the kids start screaming.
Yeah. Usually where I hang out is the kid table whenever I'm over at a family get together.
You can throw your dessert there.
I still get the kid table. Still happens to me.
The little chair too. You're at the table about yay high.
Pretty much.
Safety fork and knife. Can't be trusted with sharp objects.
Last one to get a piece of pumpkin pie, huh?
Always.
Yeah, sad. Tear.
That's like just like.
My favorite one's probably going to be Home Alone.
Oh yeah.
It's just a classic.
Oh yeah.
True. That one is always great.
You know, every year they show it. Every year it gets more and more people that are turned on to it. You know, even if you never saw it to begin with, it just pulls you right in. Great storyline. It's all about Christmas and the holidays. And, you know, just can't beat it. It's great movie.
It is. And I recall one of my favorite scenes is when he goes into the basement and the furnace kicks on and he's like freaking out every time. And then he just tells it to shut up.
You know, kids talk to an animal. I still talk to my computer when it's not listening.
Yes, me too. But that one, yeah, I can relate with how you're saying with the family, with how it's so classic. And it's also like the scene with the shoveler guy next door and like reuniting with his family. That hits you right here every time.
That's just what holidays are all about.
Exactly.
You know another one that hits you right here, and that's Bad Santa.
I was waiting for you about to say the paint can that the kid threw off the banister hit him right here. I thought you were gonna go there, but Bad Santa, that's like the holiday movie to watch around this
The sequel,
time.
which is coming out.
Yeah, the sequel's coming out. Looks interesting, but I don't know. I like the movies, but I think I'll wait till that comes out on DVD. Honestly, no offense to the movie,
I just want to go to see his mom.
Oh yeah.
It's like your daddy.
Which is better, the Arnold Schwarzenegger Santa movies, or are we talking the Tim Allen Santa Claus movies?
I'm more Tim Allen myself.
I'm Tim Allen.
Yeah, cause I'm more towards the Santa Claus than I am towards Jingle All the Way. Even though I remember watching that as a kid a lot too.
Except for the third movie for Santa Claus.
Yeah, I can kind of agree with you on that. With Martin Short though, he kind of tried to bring it together with his character of Jack Frost, but it just ended up falling short.
The first and second ones were gold. I have
Fell
both.
short with Martin Short.
I didn't even think. But all right. But yeah, the first movie and second movie probably is about my second favorite, but first movie is always going to be the number one. And as a kid, that one was like the movie to watch every year. It's like that's one like watching A Christmas Story. That's like you got to watch one of those.
Right. Which
you're going to hate me for this. I've never seen all of A Christmas Story. That face, just right there. What's on your holiday wish list of movies this year, Ashley?
My family is obsessed with The Christmas Story. We got my grandpa the lamp for Christmas.
The leg lamp.
Leg lamp. It is in their living room.
Wow. I remember I did something similar. Well, my dad bought my mom the action figure of the main character with the bunny suit. And my mom was just like, my mom didn't even like the movie at all.
He looks like a deranged Easter bunny.
I need to watch all the movie. And didn't that have a sequel too?
Yes.
Okay, that says it all. Anyway, I think that's going to wrap up our segment on Thanksgiving movies, and I hope you liked our last episode, which was the Youmacon episode. That's where Ashley got all that. I had a good time out there. You had a good time? Mm-hmm. Yep. And that was my first year out there, and it was like, oh my.
Me too.
Yeah. I thought you went there last year or something.
No, my friends did.
Oh, okay. So, hey, that was great. So, anyway, that's it for Media Maniacs this week. I'm Russell Courier.
I'm Ashley Point.
And I'm Kurt Graham.
We review everything.
And we're
just crazy enough to do it.
See you next time, guys.
Bye, guys.
They're turning off the lights.
Oops.